Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Kat. If you're new here, welcome. So today I am having a video of my Willow Lane embellishments that I have made. This is the first time I touched my Willow Lane collection. My dear friend Letty got me the collection, and then I bought some from Peachy Cheap as well. So I hadn't played with it. I really had been wanting to, but I think in maybe January I created some embellishments, but I didn't share them with you. And then 2 days ago I created some more, and then this card as well. So we're just gonna go over them and I can show you all the different ones that I made. So for starters, I made this birthday card. This is an entry for Alice's giveaway, and she is I Am Absolutely Alice on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel. I'll link that information down below. So I made her this birthday card, and I'm probably going to send her some embellishments that I have made as well as part of her challenge. So I made her this one. It is her birthday challenge, so happy birthday, Alice. And I think it came out really cute. So I used just some brown paper, some kind of like khaki colored paper for the base. I thought that would work really well with this particular print right here. And I ended up using this trim. This is a gold trim from Hobby Lobby, and I glued it all around the border here on the card. And what I did is I did some sewing with gold thread on these two prints and layered them on here. And then I did this banner as well. Not sure if you'll be able to see, but it has, I sewed this banner. So I sewed all the tops all around. Someone wanted a tutorial, so if you want a tutorial on how to make this, let me know and I'll be happy to do so. And then I used 2 die cuts from the collection. These are my absolute favorite. And I put some chipboard or some thickers on here that I thought coordinated really well. And I did some sewing on there. I added some little flat back pearls, and then this is one of my favorite resin pieces. They're just some bubbles that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. So super cute, and I'm going to be sending this her way. Next on the embellishments that I created are these little rosettes, and these ones are some of my favorite. I decided to keep these ones, and then I packaged the rest here. But it's super cute. So the die itself, I don't own it, but my friend Eva let me borrow it. And it's the Tim Holtz rosettes. I think you can make 3 different ones or 3 different types. And they're super pretty. So I used some Willow Lane paper here, and I used some rose gold glitter paste, and that's from Bo Bunny. I picked this up from Tuesday Morning. I love using that. It looks so pretty. I just used my finger and put this on here. And then I used some gold thread here, just placed it with some glue. Used again that bubble resin piece. This cute leaf trim, which is from Hobby Lobby. And then this one right here, the little pearl one, is from the 99-cent store. Mostly, I would say most of the ephemera that I used, I fussy cut from the paper itself to make a bunch of ephemera. And then I use this sticker phrase, and this one is actually from, I want to say Open Book. I could be wrong, but it comes with a bunch of phrases, some rose gold and some regular gold ones. And then I used a puffy heart from the Willow Lane collection, and I think it came out super cute. I made a bunch of those, and we'll go over those right now. So here they are. I already packaged them. We're gonna go over the toppers in a little bit, and then I just used some Willow Lane paper on the back, and then put them in there with some sequin mix that I thought would coordinate well with the collection. So you can see, sorry about the glare, but you can see I put 2 in here. They also have the homes, and I got so much love on these on my Instagram, so I really appreciate it. So you can see that the style of the rosette is a little different, but everything else is pretty much the same. I did the same techniques, and I did a total of, I think, 6 of them, 7 with the one I'm keeping. Again, just the houses that I fussy cut, puffy hearts, some phrases, all the different cute little layers. That definitely brings it all together and makes a cute little masterpiece in each little rosette, and I love them so much. Super cute. Next we're gonna go over these bows that I made, and this die I also borrowed. So when I hang out with my friends, we'll bring our dies and we'll use each other's dies, so that's super fun. This bow die I borrowed from my friend, I believe Michelle, who is Four Eyes Crafter. So I borrowed that one and I cut out a bunch of different little bows in the Willow Lane paper. And then I just layered them with some puffy hearts and some puffy little animals from the collection. And I used some cute little like sprigs here of this little like white sprig. I actually only had one that was gifted to me, and I cut it up to use it, and I just thought it was gorgeous. I wish I had more of it. And then this is also from the 99-cent store. It's a little pearl strands in pink, and I think they came out super cute. I think I put these together at the event. If I hadn't, I probably would have done some stitching on these too, but regardless, I think they're super cute. And then I'll show you the ones that I packaged, which are here. They're the same concept, super cute, again with the sequins in there. Next, we're gonna go over the toppers. So here is the base. This is also a die that I borrowed from my friend Eva, and I believe she picked it up from AliExpress. Super cute. This is how it cuts out. It has stitching on it, which is really nice, and I love the scallop on the bottom, really pretty. So what I did with it first is, so I messed up on this one. As you can see, it got sewed up here, and I didn't mean to do that, which is why I haven't used this one. But basically what I did is I did sewing all around the edge. I did some messy sewing, and then I did sewing on the handle, and then I embellished it. So let's go over the toppers that I made. So here's one, and really cute. I did some sewing on this little flag banner that I put here, and then I did some sewing on the stars that I used, and these ones I picked up from AliExpress, but it coordinates well because she has this in her collection. And again, I have those gold phrases and the bubble resin piece. This is ephemera from the collection. I have some pearl strands here, and those are from the 99-cent store. They have pinks and whites, so these ones are white. And then I use these beautiful succulents, and these I picked up from Hobby Lobby. They're two different kinds, so you can see this one has like pink and green, and these ones are solid green, and oh, three different kinds, because then I have these smaller ones as well. And these don't ever go on sale in Hobby Lobby, so I use my 40% off discount, and I brought Mr. Wolfie so he can use his too. And then these strands come, or the pink ones, come with some bigger chunks in there, so I use that there. So I use every little bit of what I buy, and I just thought they were super cute. I cut them out and created little clusters, glued them all together. So if you want a tutorial on me making these little clusters, I'd be happy to. Let me know down below. So I created the cluster first, and then I went in with the rose gold glitter paste with my finger and just rubbed it around the different little succulents, and then I glued it on here once I had everything else, and it came out super cute. So there's one. Here's the other one. Same concept, you know, it's great when you get to knock these all out at once. And so again, same thing, did sewing all around. I placed this really cute cuckoo clock on here, and again the little cluster of the succulents, super pretty. Here's another one. This one is probably one of my favorites. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. I used two different ephemera pieces. So this first one is this little embroidery ring, which is an ephemera piece, and then I use foam squares to pop up this cute little butterfly on there. And then everything else is the same concept, using the sewing on this little banner, the stars, and the cluster of the rosettes on there. And then lastly is this cute little teacup one, and I did the sewing again, the cute little bubble piece, and the cluster of the succulents, this cute teacup, and then the sewing all around the edges. Super pretty, definitely in love with these, and I hope you are too. Hopefully it's focusing here for you. But yes, here they are once again. Super pretty. And then the next ones that I made, these ones were recent, and I only shared two on my Instagram, and I will share more pictures after probably tomorrow. So first I'm going to show you the dye that I used. So I picked this one up from Tuesday morning, and I showed it in my recent haul that I did. This one was $4.99, and it's these really pretty scallop dyes. And I used two different sizes, I believe the second smallest and the third smallest. So super pretty. I cut those out in basically my leftover paper from these other embellishments, so I'm using up every little inch that I can with banners and flags, as you can see here with the little flags. I'm trying to use every little bit because I truly love this collection. So we're gonna go over these. We're gonna start with the blue tassel ones first. And again, the ephemera, I fussy cut all of these myself, and it's super pretty. So you can see back here, basically I'll show you what my technique is when I'm adding this trim on here. Some of it can be trickier than the others. This one is relatively easy to do. I use the glue, which is the fabric glue, place it all around the edge, and then glued this down. But before I did that, I worked with the two scallop punch circles. So you can see there's one here, and then the second one there. And what I did is I did some stitching first, and hopefully you can see it with this one. Let me show you this one first. So you can see there's stitching here, and it's a more intricate stitching. And then I did some other stitching here, and this is like triple layered stitching. My machine does that on its own. I don't go over it multiple times. But both of these have stitching. I did that first for all of these, and I did a total of 12, so there's 24 scallops. And I spent a long time. I spent hours, literally hours on these embellishments, but so worth it. They're super cute. So my recommendation is when you're making a bunch of them together is take it step by step by step. And that definitely makes it easier. So of course I die cut all the little circles first, and then I fussy cut all my ephemera, and then I did the sewing on the scallop circles. After that, I worked on adding the little trim on here. So again, I showed you how I did this one. This one was a little trickier. As you can see, it's a little bit more scrunched up in here, and it's stretchy, but it looks beautiful on this side. I don't care about this side. This side's gonna, you're not gonna see it once it gets placed wherever it's gonna be placed. So definitely just took my time, added the glue on there. You can use hot glue if that's easier for you. And then for this one, again, just the glue around the edge, and you can see it's not as circular as this one. They're trickier to use, and this one's kind of like bend down the little pom-poms, but it still worked, and it looks super pretty. Okay, so after I added that layer, I popped up the smaller scallop circle on some foam squares, and I used some of those pearled little pearls from the 99-cent store, and I just glued them behind. So in between, I glued them in there. I put glue on each strand and just glued them one by one, and I did that for all of them. And then what I did is I created the clusters just like I showed you on this one. I created different little clusters with the succulents and added the rose gold paint and the pearls on here. I used bubbles on most of these. I think there's only two that don't have the bubble resin pieces because I ran out and I have to get more. I used the gold phrases again on these, and I popped up the little houses or the ephemera, depending on which one I used, on some foam squares as well. But super pretty. Oh, it also has some gold thread messily put on there as well. And then depending on how big the actual ephemera was is how I placed the different like succulents and the placement. So this one has it on this side because I placed a smaller little one, and again I did fussy cut that tiny cuckoo clock, but super cute. And I love the color combination on all these is super pretty. It's all a method behind it. You know, I wanted to make sure that it didn't contrast too much or that it didn't just clash. So everything works really, really nice. So here's this one. Continuing with the blue tassel ones. So I have these. This one has a butterfly, so you can see I have a method to where I place all the different little bits. It changes depending on the size of the ephemera piece. And this one I wanted to try to add some of the gold glitter paste in a different color, but I just found that that was just mostly going to get covered, and I preferred it without it. But it still looks really, really cute. And then this tassel is actually from Hobby Lobby as well. So got it for 50% off, and a lot comes in there. It's some of my favorite tassel. I wish they had it in pink, or maybe mine's just out, but I didn't see it. And then moving on is this trim, and this trim I also picked up from Hobby Lobby. It is stretchy, but it's still fun to work with. And then I fussy cut the little birds, and then just use the different techniques as well, adding the gold thread, the pearl strands, the succulents, the gold paste, all with my fingers on here. Really fun. And then yeah, my fingers get really dirty when I'm working on these, but so worth it. I think they're beautiful. Here's this one with a butterfly, and this one doesn't have the bubbles, but I added a little heart here. It works, and I think that this colored butterfly is really, really pretty. And then I have this one. This one is a bigger house, so if you look at these ones, they're smaller. This is from the 6x8 paper pad, and this is from the 12x12 paper pad. I had run out of this one, so which is why I have two bigger houses. Really pretty. And then we have this one, and this one is also one of the bigger houses. Super cute. All the same things, adding the trim, the thread on here, the bubbles, popping it up on some foam squares to give it dimension. And lastly for this trim is this cute one with the little bird. It does get a little covered, and sometimes I get nervous when I'm adding or layering different things, but I think it worked out in the end. It looks really, really pretty. And then moving on to this trim with the pom-pom. So we have another little butterfly on here. Super cute. Then we have this one. So yeah, the pom-poms do kind of like want to go backwards, but I think once they get placed on whatever they're gonna get placed on, they'll move forward and it'll be absolutely fine. Super pretty. I really love how these turned out. So cute. And then the last one is this one. And I don't know why this one doesn't have a gold phrase. I don't know if it fell off or I forgot to put it, so I'll need to put a phrase on this one. But I think they all look super cute. I can't wait to package these up, and I don't know who they're gonna be sent to. If you receive the one, then you truly are loved. All of you are loved. But I mean, a lot of work. I spent hours and hours and hours working on these, but they're so worth it. And it was on the day that Instagram was down, and I just took it as a super creative day and definitely felt like myself and felt creative, feeling really good. Thank you for all the well wishes. If I don't respond to your comments, I do see them, and I see every single one, and I appreciate the well wishes. Everything's going great. And then I did want to mention that sometimes I can get emotional about my situation with my health. If you're new here, basically, I have hyperplasia without atypia, so it's not cancer, but it was a cancer scare, and this was started back in October. But thankfully, things are getting better. I'm on treatment. I'm being monitored, and things are going well. Even though my health is vastly improving, I don't know if it's post-traumatic stress or what it is, but when you go through something like that, something traumatic, sometimes the stuff that you love, it kind of gave me anxiety to come back to this. And I think it was just feeling like, you know, I felt back in October, I was on top of my game. I was trying to do 100 Days of Cataween, but I veered off and didn't finish because of what was going on. So I apologize for not finishing that series. Hopefully I'll be able to continue it this October and finish it off. But yeah, I felt like I was on my game, and then I got hit with this, and I just, you know, the holidays were really rough, really emotional. I just kind of decided to become a hermit in my house, and I guess was trying to guard my heart or something, or preparing for the worst. So getting back into this makes me nervous, and it still does, but I'm trying to be brave and continuing to be bubbly and excited, and you guys really like that. And I'm not always smiley, you know, sometimes I get really emotional and really nervous and really scared about these things. So I'm not Wonder Woman, but I'm working through it. And I know that with your help, and you guys just encourage me and push me forward, we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep creating awesome things. So thank you for standing by me and my new adventures with claw games as well. If you're on Instagram, that has been a kind of de-stressor for me, going to these claw games and winning these. It's been a good de-stressor, but I'm just going to keep it as a fun thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for rambling on. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. We have tons of creative items coming up. And then check out my previous videos. I have so many videos out there, tutorials, hauls, etc. Go check them out. I have playlists, and also make sure you hit that bell, ring ding ding, so you can get notified about future videos, and let me know in the comments down below which of these is your favorite. I hope you have a great day. Bye!